Everyone believes in the signs of destiny, even hardened atheists. Everyone knows that somewhere above there is a higher power that sends valuable clues that help control our destiny and protect us from trouble and hardship. And it is not so important how we call the one who sends us mystical signs God, guardian angel, or the spirit of a deceased relative. It is important to learn to recognize these signals, correctly understand their meaning, and use them for your own good. Suddenly found a long-lost thing. If you find a long-lost thing, do not doubt, it is a sign of fate. It indicates that something from the past will return to your life. Here it's worth thinking, what associations do you have with the thing you found? If it is an old photograph, perhaps you will soon meet the person depicted in it, or at this stage in life, you should use the advice that person gave you earlier. If you discovered long-lost documents, don't doubt that from now on, your affairs will be in full order. This means that you can conduct serious transactions with documents, make important purchases, or buy tickets to a foreign country and go on vacation. All of your business will conclude successfully. A recurring dream. Have you ever had the same dream several times? Do you think it's just a coincidence? In fact, during the night our brain processes huge streams of information, most of which we don't even remember when we wake up in the morning. And the most important information comes to us in the form of dreams. But if the dream repeats from night to night, it means that the universe is simply ringing its bells, trying to bring us important information. Deciphering a dream is not easy. You can, of course, refer to the dream book and take boilerplate information from special literature. However, it is best to try to understand the dream yourself. Try to remember the words you hear in the dream. Try to understand the behavior and motives of the actors in the dream. Not once have I heard stories of people who have seen in dreams of their soulmates, or learned through dreams of their destiny. If you take your dream analysis seriously, you will also receive a valuable clue from the universe. In everyday life, we often meet unfamiliar people with whom we get acquainted, interact, or even just toss a couple of meaningless phrases. Usually these meetings are forgotten after a few minutes because there is no sense to give them meaning. But if the next such meeting makes you constantly thinking about it, if the person you met seems strange, think about it, perhaps it is a sign. As a rule, strange people are remembered for their unusual behavior and, at first glance, meaningless words. Try to remember what exactly he told you, a strange man, and find for yourself a rational basis in his words. And if possible, talk to him at the next meeting. His words will be a kind of clue that will keep you from a wrong decision or show you the right way. An accident is always a tragedy, even if the person was slightly injured or just frightened. In such a situation, people usually wonder how he could have an accident and thank God that all ended relatively well. But in fact, accidents happen in our lives for a reason. It is very likely that it is a warning from a higher power that is trying to tell us that we are living wrong or making a mistake. For example, you met a beautiful girl, but you could not go on a date because your mother was ill. The next time the meeting did not work out because you twisted your ankle. It is possible to write everything off to coincidence, but if such obstacles occur constantly, perhaps it is a sign that protects us from a wrong step. The universe writes notes. You may be surprised, but the universe can actually send you notes. Usually they are certain phrases or words that you find over and over again on the TV screen, on outdoor advertisements, in books, or in songs. Everywhere you look, you see the same word and hear the same phrase. This is definitely a sign. Think about what the word might mean and what trouble the universe is trying to warn you against. Understanding this will allow you to make important changes to increase your own safety and improve your life. Losses and minor misfortunes. We always get upset when we lose something of value or have a minor annoyance. And how can you not get angry when you discover that money is missing or when your car suddenly breaks down? In the first moments, the loss seems huge, but when you cool down and think things over, you will realize that such small troubles are a sign from above. What is characteristic in the troubles that have happened to you? You can find a positive grain. Each object belonging to you is able to accumulate energy and usually takes away your negative energy. Loss of such an object is a kind of compensation or payback. You lose something dear and valuable to you, but you keep your health and life. In such a way, the universe tries to save you by taking away what was superfluous or burdensome to you. Resistance. Often, a case that you take on with enthusiasm begins to stall from the very beginning. Everything falls out of hand, no help from outside, and all our actions only aggravate the situation. Esotericists have a hypothesis on this subject, according to which the obstacles that arise in this or that case are the resistance that the universe offers us. The higher forces simply see that you are going the wrong way, and in every possible way oppose your wrong decisions. For example, if you urgently need money and your friend, to whom you call several times to ask for help, does not pick up the phone, do not waste your time on him. The universe is trying to tell you that this person is not your helper. He won't lend you money, and if he does lend you money, you will regret the fact that you approached him more than once in the future. Hallucinations are another sign sent by the universe. The expression "when it seems you should be baptized" is very true in its essence, because if you repeatedly see images that are actually the result of your imagination, it means that the heavens are trying to warn you of danger. Here, as in the case of dreams, it is important to understand what the hallucinations are trying to convey to you, and from which side to wait for danger. But even if you cannot understand the essence of such a message, try to behave more carefully and refrain from risky ventures, at least until the hallucinations disappear. Simple attention. It should be said that the signs sent by God or the guardian angel may be fleeting, one-time signs that you need to pay immediate attention to. If you do not do this, irreparable things can happen. For example, you are going to visit, but before going out you decided to check the weather and, turning on the TV, saw the news about a fire. The events on TV immediately reminded you that you yourself forgot to turn off the iron when you ironed your shirt. It is by such point-by-point reminders that the universe protects us from all sorts of adversity. And the only way to notice such signs is to be as attentive as possible.